6 a.m. Actually, it's about 6:05, I think. I had my alarm set for 5:45 to get up, break camp, and try to make some miles before 9. Rain showed up early. Oh, excuse me, yawn. So there's a thunderstorm that's hitting right now, and once this clears, I'll reevaluate and see if we can get going at that point. But until then, I'm gonna snooze and enjoy the thunderstorm for the next hour or so. More later. Cheers. All right, good morning. Breaking down camp. Daniel took off this morning in the storms, and I decided to wait these out. It's between, kind of like between bands. You feel like you're in a hurricane, but it's more severe weather coming in this afternoon. But I'm going to pack up and see if I can't get moving towards the top of Roan, and then kind of figure out what to do after the afternoon storms. But we kind of assessed that we had additional visitors last night, because over there is the padded down grass that I showed you in the previous video. This was new this morning around the tree here. So figured there were probably a couple in here. They didn't bother us, they didn't bother the food bags. My pack was hanging from the tree right there. Yeah, peaceful cohabitation last night. All right, I'm gonna keep getting packed up and then get moving more from the trail. I am all packed up. That was campsite last night, and the wind's blowing. It's overcast, cool, but you know what? Perfect hiking conditions, to be quite honest with you. So I've got some miles to make. Looks like there's storms that are about 4.5 hours off. So see how much distance we can make in that amount of time, and then reevaluate, go from there. But it's gonna be a good day no matter what, because we're hiking on the Appalachian Trail. Cheers. Much a wreck from all the rain last night and this morning. So any place you got like a flat spot, it looks like this. I'll walk around a little bit. Oop. And then if there's any kind of an incline whatsoever, the water seems to run off pretty well. So that's good. As I hike, I'm looking for tracks to confirm our visitors from last night, but nothing yet. All right, moving on. A few hundred feet, and interesting fog has set in. Temperatures are really interesting. The temperature I don't think is going to go above 70 today, and I mean, it makes for a nice hiking temperature. It certainly helps me in my situation, because I don't feel nearly as hydration depleted. I feel like drinking a normal amount and everything feels good, but the humidity is really high, which is interesting. So I guess the actual temperature and the dew point are close to one another. But yeah, these periods of fog just kind of roll in and roll out like we used to see back in Georgia in the wintertime. It's fairly quiet on the trail. Two hikers came by as I was breaking down Slippy and Mousetrap. Slippy almost fell down while he was talking to me. You can get his trail name. Mousetrap got hers because the mouse died in her pack, and they didn't find it for about a week until it started stinking. So she got Mousetrap. Befitting. Very nice young folks. They showed up at the shelter last night as I was leaving to hike up to the top of the rock knob. So they came by this morning, and I heard one other hiker go by this morning, and then Daniel. So that's it as far as I know of on the trail so far today. We're headed down into Hughes Gap, and then from Hughes Gap we got to climb up to Roan Mountain. It's exciting. All right, now the trail, this is 272.9 or almost 273, and little stealth campsite here. This is nice. I just wanted to get this. Somebody built a really cool stool right here with this rock. Very cool. Nice fire ring. And the trail leads off that way, I'm sure, for a waste area, so to speak. AT is right through there if you see the yellow blaze off in the distance. So, cool sight. Alright, we should be, I would say probably a half a mile or so from Hughes Gap. Rolling into Hughes Gap. Definitely traffic on the road. So, I started slowing down because they thought I was filming them. This is why it's called Hughes Gap. Family's owned this land since 1878. Wow. So James Frank Hughes is still living. Very cool. Alrighty. As you can see, wind's blowing quite nicely. It's pretty cool right now. But trail there, trail there. There's the one we're looking for with the white blaze. All right, this begins our ascent of Roan Mountain. More right, 0.4 up the climb on the AT going up Roan Mountain. And here's the short spur trail for water. So we go down, fill up, and we'll continue up toward Ash Gap. And that way, set up a little gravity feed while I'm taking a breather. That's how much water I was carrying still. I'm going to fill that bottle up and then go fill that bag back up. So I'll have 4 liters of water. That's a lot. That's especially a lot to be carrying up an 11% grade for 4 miles, but going to carry the water. All right, more later. All right, while I'm waiting for my water to fill, checking out the barometer. It suggests there that it is falling. This little line right here, my finger, that little line right there would be pointing straight out if it was a steady barometer, but a falling barometer means that the chances of thunderstorms moving in are likely. So the temperature, oh yep, there it goes. Temperature was 69.7 when I started watching it. So I think just the proximity of my body probably warms it up a little bit. So still below 70 degrees. Alrighty. The sky doesn't look too bad, but there's a cool breeze blowing. Alright, more from down the trail. This is reported to be a piped spring. With the rain last night and today, hopefully it's running well. Oh, there it is. Pipe spring. Not a lot of flow, but it's enough. Just gives you an idea. Oops. How fast it's filling. Not very fast. Labor of love. Love me some water. It's important to have a routine when you're leaving the water source. There needs to be a white gasket present. And there are my white gasket. So if you're not careful, walk off and leave that, and then you have no seal and you're going to waste as much water as you're trying to filter. So it's important to maintain those routines. That's a good example. So I've learned that 11.3% gradient means that every step you take will be a step uphill. It may be steep, but it may be shallow, but it's going to be uphill. But not moving so fast that I couldn't notice this. Hope you can see it. Can't get too far away from it. But how clever. You walk right by those things without even noticing them if you're just head down hiking. I'm head down gasping, but I always manage to look up at just the right time, and that's really cool. Somebody took the time to make that an A. All right, someone took the time to make that an A, but you know, for all I know, the AT made that an A. That's pretty cool. Still climbing. Every time I get to like a muddy section, I always obviously look for tracks, because that's just something I do, something I enjoy doing. And I've seen this track all morning long. Either somebody's hiking up here barefoot, or Bigfoot's hiking Roan Mountain today too. That's pretty funny. But I've seen that, and it's interesting because there it is again, but I don't see the right print. So I don't know. Pretty funny. I just thought I'd share. And I am. That is the right print because I noticed the toe, big toes on the left side of the foot. So I guess the left print's up like on the bushes on the side somewhere. So I put the picture right before this so you can enjoy it. Not much more unsettling than continuing to walk uphill with the sound of approaching thunder. This is the, hopefully, this is the peak of this little climb, and then we've got about 0.3, I think, down to Ash Gap. And Ash Gap is where I'm going to hold up until the storms are over. Man, this is a tough climb. And I am sweating profusely, which, of course, that strikes fear into me. Okay, I don't know if this is the top or not, but let's look out. Storms are coming from that way. All right, here's the top. I think if this wasn't so exposed up here, and the elevation, the treetops are right there. Not a whole lot of by way of lightning rods sticking out above me, but that'd be a very cool place right there to hold up. But stay with the plan and continue on to Ash Gap. Yeah, trail life, folks. More of them. These are all hammockers. Looks like all the hammock trees you could want. So now I gotta find one. So it looks like they're having a little powwow. I'll find something over here maybe. Timing's everything. It's 3:40 in the afternoon. Those are the Boy Scouts over there. Loud and silly, just like I was. But got some cover up. 3:40 in the afternoon is gonna, as they say in the South, come up a cloud. All right, more late in the afternoon. The Boy Scouts over there. You can believe that? 3:40 in the afternoon, it's got dark. But I got my rain cover up, and it's gonna be good right here. Gravity feed back up again. That's pretty helpful. All right, let's see if I get the hammock Scouts from my tent, or my rain fly, rather, my hammock. You can see the wind, how it's blowing. So we're in a severe thunderstorm warning right now, and pretty nasty stuff's just gone through. I'll add the weather screenshot of the weather to my video. But, yep, riding it out. Current conditions. Okay, just a quick wrap up. I know it's pretty dark and you can't see very well, but the wind chill is going to drop below 50 tonight, and that's pretty crazy. If you can see it or not, but I have my puffy jacket on, and I've already got my sleeping bag liner on, and I'll sleep under my quilt as well. So that's reminiscent of the Smokies. And but it's I have not been able to get warm all afternoon. The rain came through, and we got some more coming through about 8. But anyway, it's been it was a good day. It was a really tough hike up and over that first knob to get down to Ash Gap, and then I think I've got just a little over a mile to get to the top of Roan in the morning. And I think I'm probably going to try to make over mountain shelter tomorrow afternoon, and then Wednesday I'll go on into to Roan Mountain, Tennessee. But anyway, we should be done with North Carolina at some point, either tomorrow or on Wednesday. So I will I want to stitch this video together tonight, and then I'll upload it as soon as I have a signal worthy to do so. Hope everybody had a great Monday, and hope you have a good night.